Good evening and welcome to another episode, hopefully a little less racy episode of the Power Hour, but with our guests, you just never know. Obviously joining me as always is the one and only urban sensation, C. Red. What's up, Red? And then, of course, parts far away is the scoundrel, as he's been called of late. That's one real deal, Rion Skills. He'll be joining us tonight via cell phone technology. You can see his little placard there. Cactus Rack has taken a temporary hiatus from the show. We wish her well, and we welcome her back whenever she's ready to return. But tonight is the night for the Rocket Boys. Now, if you don't know about the Rocket Boys and you don't come down to Rocket Pro Wrestling in Joliet, here's the deal. The Rocket Boys have been around a lot longer than I have, to be honest. But when I got there at Darkness Falls in 2021, you just couldn't help but feel the energy that this particular group of young fans had right in the corner. I would have to walk right into them to go around the corner to make my way to commentary. And they were always very loud and very gracious. So we were talking about the fans on the show, on the broadcast one time. And I said, those guys over there, those Rocket Boys. And that was it. It was born. The Rocket Boys became an entity bigger than wrestling itself, perhaps. And joining us tonight on this program is Jake, Noah, and Dylan, and Aiden. These are the Rocket Boys. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome.
What's up?
Hey, Steve. How you doing?
All right, now it's good to have you guys here finally. It's good to see you in a well-lit room as opposed to the darkness I'm walking into in a dark arena wearing glasses. So I can't even, I'm getting a good look at you each at this time more than I do on a regular basis. The LIM have been on this show previously, and they set a high bar. They said, that's been our number one show as far as views. So do you think tonight you guys are going to be entertaining enough to overtake the LIM? Because I know you guys got a little.
Oh, hell yeah.
Steve, do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah,
we are the bar.
We are the bar.
We are the bar.
Yes.
We got some Randy Orton Sheamus fans here in the house tonight. Or that was Sheamus and who? I messed that up completely. Anyway, moving right along. Might as well be playing Fortnite with chickens. So you guys go back to Rocket Pro Wrestling, back to the very humble beginnings. I'm going to talk to each of you. You're going to get a chance to answer this question. So we'll start with Jake.
Okay.
When did you guys start going to Rocket Pro, and what brought you to Rocket Pro?
Well, Steve, actually, the original Rocket Boys, you could say, consisted of me and my cousin, and then his friends, and then Dylan here. We all went actually when it was Pro Wrestling Blitz. So
hey, I remember Blitz. That's the land of Billy Whack. I'm a huge fan.
Oh yeah.
I just saw Billy Whack this Saturday night. That man is still the most entertaining dude in the room.
Yeah, I saw your podcast with him too. I think it was a week ago or something.
Yeah, I'm basically just a cheap Billy Whack knockoff. I'm like if Billy Whack let himself go, became fat and unfunny.
No, Steve, you're amazing.
Steve,
unfunny,
come on,
unfunny, Steve, come on.
Yeah, we can't be saying that stuff, Steve.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, Steve.
The check's in the mail. The check is in the mail.
Wow.
Go ahead. Back to Pro Wrestling Blitz. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we me and Dylan and my cousin, we all went to like I said, Pro Wrestling Blitz, and we were probably like 10, man. Like we were there way back in the day. I remember Marche and Gren, and there was a couple others like Hardcore Craig and all them. And like you said, Billy Whack, dude, he was crazy, man. I remember when he was the commentator, that was the best time. But
Hero.
He was so that's when we started, but we kind of took a break like after that whole thing ended with Tony Scarpone, and what brought us back was my cousin and his friends went to a Rocket Pro just for the hell of it, because we haven't been in a while, and then they loved it. They thought it was so cool, and then he invited me back because we used to go there, and we kind of just started going again, and then I became friends with Will. We played video games and Xbox and all that. And then you guys gave us our name, the Rocket Boys, and we're like, oh shit, we're deep invested in this now.
Yeah.
So I think my first time at Rocket Pro was, I think it was Christmas Chaos of 21. And a lot of these guys are new, like Noah and Aiden. They came, their first one was Christmas Chaos of 22.
Well, I went the one before.
Wow.
Oh, so we got some new Rocket
you were
Pro.
Harvest,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, that's amazing, and I love the transition from Blitz to Rocket Pro because there's a great story in taking what they had left behind and making something completely different and new. So that's a pretty savvy point there, young man. Let's go to Noah. Noah, tell me your Rocket Pro origin story. What brought you there? What made you come back?
It's pretty funny. It all started with Dylan, actually. Me and Dylan used to hate each other. And we did not like each other.
Oh, let's work that shit out in a cage, man.
So last year in school we didn't like each other, and then we ended up just becoming friends. Don't know how, really, but and we were hanging out one time, and he just told us about this amateur wrestling, and I'm like, oh, that sounds awesome. I would love to go. And he's like, yeah, we just talk shit to a bunch of the guys. Like, we have our own group. We get reserved seats. I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. So then I met Jake through Dylan, and me, him, Jake, and one of our other friends who's not here. We went to the Rocket Pro. Was it November?
Yeah, I believe
November was the first one.
Yeah.
So, and I absolutely loved it. I lost my voice, went home, told my parents how awesome it was, and so I'm still fairly new to it. But yeah, it's a great time. I always have a great time. So
that's awesome. Well, since you're at war with Dylan, let's go to Dylan next. I mean, try not to spew any hate. I don't want you to cut any promos here.
Yeah, Steve. I mean, Noah phrased it very well. Like, I remember the old other kind of grouper hanging out with, they're kind of at college now. So that's where kind of they faded off to, obviously dispersing
the next generation.
Yeah, they really have been, and they really kind of packed the spirit. I'd say even better than the old guys did. So that's nice to have them. Noah has really enjoyed it. Like I said, after that, I moved schools. That was part of it. So I got to get in tact with a whole nother group of guys, and it's just starting to really flourish. My first Rocket Pro was about last year. I think I hit my 1 year mark of like consistently going to Rocket Pro, and like Jake said, he got me into it through that. So ever since then, just kept going.
Carnage of 21.
Yeah, Cupid's Carnage. Yeah, wow.
Well, all the shows are great, and we love that you like it, and we love that you're there always. Aiden, that leaves you. Give me your Rocket. When did you lose your virginity to Rocket Pro?
All right, so mine's probably very, very similar to Noah's. So me and Noah, we hung out since high school, and Dylan was very distant from us last year, and then this year we got really close with Dylan. And Dylan was talking. He was about all this amateur wrestling. He was showing us videos. We're like, dude, that shit's fucking sick. And then we met Jake through Dylan. And then, I'm pretty sure, Christmas Chaos was my first when we brought the big crowd out. Yeah. And then I told my friend about it. He actually came to the recent one too. But yeah, it's pretty similar to Noah. Noah summed it up pretty well, but we're in a pretty similar boat. Pretty new to the whole Rocket Pro.
Well, you guys are amazing, and month after month, between you and the LIM, I just don't know which section is going to be louder. But LIM.
Wait till March. April. I'm sorry about that.
April.
Rocket boys are my boys, so that's how I feel about it.
Yes.
C-Red, talk to these young fans about wrestling.
What's up, C-Red?
Like, what do you want me to say?
Well, listen, they called it amateur wrestling a little bit, and I saw your.
I know, and that's been like.
Yeah. So I figured if they're gonna call it amateur wrestling, I'm like, I got to give the floor to Red because he's gonna tear that shit up.
I kind of see what where they might be viewing it at.
Just remember, dude, we've got underwear older than these boys.
I get it. I get it. You forgot. So let's make a correction. It is still professional wrestling. It's just independent professional wrestling.
Yeah, that's what we mean.
So I mean, and I get it. I get the question a lot. But besides that, I wish you guys were around when I started at Rocket Pro. Would have made things more lively.
They're a lively bunch, all right.
Well, I can see already. I'm still tripping on the fact that two of them didn't like each other.
That's Rocket Pro, man. It's building a bridge to friendship.
How did that work out? Like, you saw each other in the hallway.
Yeah, Dylan, do you want me to do this one?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Take the reins.
All right. So
listen, neither of you impregnated another one since, right? I don't
go into detail with this?
Shit happening here.
Because this is just straight high school drama.
Yeah, I don't
it's bad.
I mean, we don't want bad blood.
Oh, no.
Listen,
we are all good now.
Last week, David and I came on here and just shit all over the show. So we're trying to clean
she
up this week.
She can go fuck herself.
Yeah!
All right, so yeah, me and Dylan.
I was not aroused. Let's put that right out here right now. There's no arousal happening here.
Hey, man, let the man speak.
Go ahead there, Custer.
So yeah, Dylan, interrupt me when you feel. So it all started in the school year. At the beginning of the school year, there's a new kid at the school, and I went there the previous year. And I just heard people telling me hey, this kid's calling you a douchebag. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even talk to this kid. I'm like, I don't even talk to him at all. So I'm the type of person where now I'm holding a grudge, right? So it's fuck you. You think I'm a douchebag. I don't even talk to you. What's your problem? And then we had a class together the second semester, and he was just a total goofball. I mean, he was just a total goofball, and I thought he was hilarious. So I'm like, all right, let me start talking to this kid. And we would just kind of talk a little bit in class, nothing really serious, whatever. And then I'd go back and I'd tell my other friends, I'm like, yo, this Dylan kid's actually pretty cool. Aiden, I don't know if you remember that.
You thought yeah, I remember that.
So and then so I was like, yo, this kid's actually pretty funny. We should I'm gonna start talking to him. And then we ended up hanging out a few times in the summer. But we still talked a lot. And then that's kind of when our friendship kind of started to blossom, I guess.
That's not your school, is it? That is not a picture of your school. Because if Rian
that is not a picture of our school.
Because if Rian found a picture of your school with that information, that's pretty fucking good.
That is pretty good, yeah. And then we just started hanging out a lot more this year. And yeah, Dylan, if you want to tell your side of the story to that.
Yeah, you motion douchebag effectively. So let's hear from you.
Yeah, you're the one.
Yeah. Noah actually got beat for beat on that story. Yeah, there was just somebody asked me, I didn't know Noah real well. I said, he kind of seems a little bit douchey, but I could not know who he really is. I could have a total wrong opinion. Of course, that gets taken out of context in high school. All the popular girls are running around saying, oh my gosh, Dylan said this. And then we're over here having bad blood. But no, we got into a class. It was some type of English class, I think. I can't really remember. But we would, I would just basically start messing around and making jokes. And Noah just thought they were hilarious. Sometimes
I've never seen it before. I've never seen someone.
He has his own style.
He has his own style of messing with people, sort of and it's something.
Yeah, we'd clap and stuff, and the teacher would look behind and be like, "Who's doing that?" and all this stuff. We would drive her. Yeah, we just drive her crazy, and I think that's what really united us.
Yeah,
and then that obviously led to Rocket Pro and introducing them, and here we are today. It really, took off, Steve.
It started off with a douchey interaction,
yeah.
And if you listen to you guys tell the story, it seriously plays out like a Taylor Swift song. I feel like this is shaking off bad blood, and you and I will never ever be together. I feel like you've got her. It's happening right here. How do I know all that?
Love stories are crazy, Steve.
Maybe we should make a song about it.
Yeah, maybe. There you
the next step.
The stories you guys tell are great, but then I'm watching you and I'm listening to you, and I'm like, God, you guys are just so fucking young. It's amazing looking at the world through your eyes. Red's over there going, man, I remember what happened in class, but Red would pull out a blade in class. So it happened a little different back in the day, as Red will tell you. But that's neither here nor there. All right.
Somebody would have called me douchey shit.
Someone called Red douchey. Red should cut somebody open.
Oh, I was pissed. I was pissed.
Yeah, you better go listen to the Chronic a little bit, because that'll tell you how shit goes down where Red is, because that's real. But that's neither here nor there. So you guys got together, and now you are monopolizing that corner of the ring at Rocket Pro. And my God, my partner Shelly thinks you guys are like her children. I want to know why.
Shelly.
I want to know why Rian put a picture of Blade. I don't know what that means exactly. Is that supposed to be Red in high school? Red, were you Wesley Snipes in high school?
Hell no, I'm older than the damn movies.
I'm just wondering.
You better go back another decade.
Suddenly see Red's a daywalker, but that's neither here nor there. So you are like Ms. Shelley's children. She feels she's always looking out at you and wondering what you guys are up to. How did you guys endear yourselves to the Shelleys?
Well, when I met him a long time ago, I think at Blitz. He was just a fan too. You could ask him. He's just a fan like the rest of us. But when we started coming back, he would come up to us, and he'd be like, hey, there's gonna be a lot of shit on, because we always would sit on that side of the ring, you know what I mean? So he'd be like, dude, we're gonna be throwing beers and shit. We're gonna be throwing people at you and all.
Oh, so Will's fucking spoiling shit. I see. Yeah. All right, Will. I see how you do.
So, so he would always text me on Instagram and be like, hey, how many for this month? And it kind of just became a thing where it became a friend group that went. And then that old friend group, including my cousin I was telling you about earlier, they all went to college and they are nowhere to be found anymore. So the only true originals are me and Dylan here. But, like I said, we integrated our friend group from, our school. But, anyway, so, Will would always text me, how many this month, how many seats can I reserve, you know what I mean? And then me and him started becoming closer. We, like I said, we play Xbox together. We're always sending stupid fucking TikToks and shit, just, and Shelly, she would always be like, oh yeah, the Rocket Boys are here. You know what I mean? She'd make wristbands with our names on it and all that. And, reserve our seats. And if anybody tried to sit in our seats, she'd kick them the fuck out and all that.
Yeah, you can't mess with Shelly. Roxy and Joey are going to find that out, but you don't fuck with Shelly.
Oh, Joey better find it out. Let's get Joey out of here, man. That's a segment right there.
I'm not Joey's biggest fan these days myself.
Hey, we got you, Steve, if anything happens.
I was dead in the ring. I was waiting for you guys to jump the railing and come help me out.
Hey, we try to keep it formal, but anything.
I'll tell you what, it took the referees a half an hour to come save me.
Refs are
those refs
don't even get
I got a whole nother opinion about those clowns you call it.
They don't fucking get it.
Yeah. We're gonna start an insurrection. This is gonna be like January 6th of the White House. Let's get it done. No, don't get it done. No. Davison Sarai, I know you're watching. Do not take that out of context.
Yeah, fuck you, Sarai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I firmly believe that she ruined No Coast. Oh, that's all I gotta say.
Well, you're not wrong there.
No Coast is a bunch of traitors.
So now Rian's got Blitz the game.
Blitz.
Is that supposed to be Rian playing football, or that's supposed to be Red playing football in high school? Red, were you middle linebacker?
It was before that. So Rion, I don't know where he's at.
All right, so we've got the Rocket Boys here. And, obviously Jake said, he's pretty good friends with Will, AKA Maximus Orion. And you were all there this past month at the show and Shamrock Showdown, and you saw all the shenanigans that went down, particularly when Rion Skills of this program went out there and, called Maximus out, started singing his song. When he starts singing Maximus's intro song, calling him out, what was going through the minds of the Rocket Boys?
Well, let me start off here. I think that Rion is fucking sticking his head too far because he betrayed basically the owner of Rocket Pro, and that's not going to end well for him. You know what I mean? That's all I have to say about that. But when he started singing that Charm song, I was like, man, some shit's about to go down. Something's going to happen. I don't know. I'm just waiting. And then we found out what happened. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to chime in with Jake and say we're really protective over Maximus. So just, don't mess with him, That's all I got to say.
All right. So, Noah, tell me what you think. What were you thinking when all that stuff went down? And you can see a picture up in Rion's screen of him standing over the motionless body of your friend, Maximus Orion.
Yeah. He better take that shit off right now. Is my opinion.
Well, you can't tell Rion what to do. Rion will give you what you want, but there's always a cost. There's always a catch. Yeah,
that's pretty disrespectful to my boy right there. Yeah, to be completely honest, I have no idea what's going on half the time. Since I'm still pretty new, I just asked Jake and Dylan, am I liking this person? Am I not liking this person? And I just go with the flow. But the more I go, the more I start to catch on to the storyline.
Yeah. And when you're there, you got one dude on the right of you screaming something, and one dude on the left screaming something else. So you just start fucking screaming.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work. Aiden, when things got hot and heavy between Maximus and Rion, what were your thoughts?
Steve, you can crucify me now, but I had to miss out on. Steve, I'm sorry. I repent now.
Yeah, to be fair, these guys were going through sports and stuff.
Yeah, we just got through a long wrestling season.
Yeah,
they went state, so they were.
So you're an actual professional wrestler. You're
we actually wrestle.
Yeah, yes. We are wrestlers.
You are all right. Well, listen, I want to hear all about that. Talk a little bit about what you guys are doing. That's fantastic.
Aiden, you want me to start?
Yeah, you got this.
Okay, so I've been wrestling since I was like 8 years old. And I've also been wrestling with Aiden over here for like 6 years, something like that. And over the course of the season, I mean, we had a pretty decent season. We ended up taking second as a team in the state.
Last year first.
Yeah, last year we took first. So back-to-back in the finals. Pretty cool. Would have liked to win again. Won back-to-back, but.
Lost by 1 point. One point short.
But nothing much you could do. Yeah, to be honest, I hated it a lot, but it's like addicting. So it's like one of those, it's a love-hate relationship for me. I'll definitely be doing it the rest of my life, not necessarily competing, but it's just fun. It's just fun doing wrestling and then going to watch professional Rocket Pro wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Just the difference and how it's awesome.
I think that it makes so much more sense now that you guys are actual wrestlers, and it's so interesting. Now, at some point when your high school and collegiate careers are over, do you think you could bridge the gap and become professional wrestlers?
I don't think that's for me. I'm not.
I don't know, because you know Will, he's got his own damn ring, so that could be easy motherfucking transition.
I mean, shoot, maybe you might see me pop in there, but I don't know. I'm not a very good actor, so
neither am I. I've been doing this a decade.
Steve, you're great.
Steve, don't be too hard on yourself.
Red, you're doing a great job over here.
Thank you, Red.
But I don't see myself getting into that.
I don't think you give yourself enough credit, young man. Red, these are professional wrestlers we're dealing with.
Amateur.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
Red can call us amateurs. It's all right. Okay. It's from Red. It's from Red.
And I know because I did it.
Oh, I bet.
So I will give them credit. They went through seasons, and that's a task on its own. I quit once I realized shit. It's too much goddamn work. And maybe it's the school I went to. I went to the second largest school in the state. So to have to run through the whole freaking building before you even can hit the mat, I'm tired of this shit. No, I just want to hit the mat.
Did you wrestle in Illinois?
Yeah.
What school did you go to?
Chicago Vocational.
Well, yeah, I don't think I've heard of that school.
It's still around. It's called Chicago Vocational Career Academy. But
okay. Yeah.
Well,
that's cool.
No, it's not cool because if you can imagine over 4,000 people, one school, it used we even had one of the classes was aviation. So we had the school is pretty fucking big. So to have to run up and down 3 floors of stairs, the entire freaking building. We had a east wing and a west wing. So I hated that shit. I started my freshman year actually wrestling in an empty classroom. That's how wrestling was so entwined in my life. We would wrestle each other. And at this time, the desks were nailed to the floor. I'm sure Steve remembers that shit. So you couldn't
Chicago Vocational, man. They didn't take that shit.
You couldn't move a desk. So we're throwing each other over desks, hitting. It was crazy, but we loved it. And then I said one day, well, why the fuck aren't I on the wrestling team? I love wrestling so much.
Our media expert Rion has Chicago Vocational sitting up
there. Yeah, that's how big and tall that bitch is.
Damn.
And too bad he can't show the wide shot. Like shit.
And he's on fucking Google going nuts. He has got the Getty images on point.
I know. I damn near bust up when I saw him.
There's your
shit. Edited and shit already.
Good. No, I mean the overview of the whole building. So if you're listening, the whole street view, but I doubt it.
What is he going to get a Google Maps view of the top from space?
There is one. Trust me, there is one. And I joined the wrestling team, and I was excited, and I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. And coach put me up. Matter of fact, I know Coach Hall, and like he saw me on the mat. He was like, "You're great. You're great." I said, "Thank you." All right. He said, "Now you just have to tweak some of the fundamentals." And I'm like, "Well, shit, I see that shit on TV every weekend." He was like, "No, it's not like that." But okay, great.
Crazy.
It's a huge difference.
Fucking crazy.
So then to turn around and have to run all those stairs, I was like, this ain't what I signed up
for. Running's the easy part, Red. That is the easiest part of wrestling.
Not if you know my school, then you can understand.
Have you ever had to drop weight classes before?
Hell, I had to go up weight class.
Yeah. See, that's the hardest shit a man could fucking do is cut
weight. I had to lose 20 pounds this year.
Me and Noah literally cut weight every day, day in and day out, all fucking season.
Hey.
Yes.
Real quick, I understand what you guys are talking about as far as dropping weight. When I did wrestle in high school, which was last century, I was able to drop from 145 to 134. I was originally 142, 145. They moved me up to 148. Yep. I then had to go back down 10 pounds because that's what they needed. So I completely understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But it's a
I went from 152 to 132 this year.
Listen, we're not trying to befriend you. He's trying to give you. He doesn't want you to not like him anymore. He's trying to befriend you.
Wrestlers respect wrestlers.
I have to shut up now. I have to shut up now, Steve. So thank you very much for making this awkward for everybody else. Have a good one, Steve.
That's what I do. So it's interesting now to look at you guys from a wrestling perspective. So you have a different way that you maybe look at what we do because of what you do. And I think that just makes you even cooler. So you've got a very specific way you look at Rion and Maximus because you're friends with Maximus and Rion went too far or whatever. Are you looking forward to the contract signing coming up in April?
Jake, you got this one, buddy.
Oh my God. I'm just so eager to see what is really going to happen. That's all. I'm excited for it. That's what I have to say. I'm excited for it.
Just so you know,
I'd say we're pretty universal on that.
I volunteered to go and be the in-ring spokesperson for the contract signing because I have experience in this.
Oh, wow.
They haven't said they'll let me do it or not because there's a lot of stuff going on at Rocket Pro, but you need someone in that ring to moderate a contract signing because as we know, contract signings can go very badly very quickly. I imagine Damian Saint will police the contract signing, but we all know how incompetent Damian Saint is, don't we?
Oh, that guy's a clown. Get him out of here. Good Saint.
I want to hear each of you talk about Damian Saint because Damian Saint says he's responsible for the success of Rocket Pro Wrestling. So let's start with Aiden. Aiden, how do you feel General Manager Damian Saint is doing his job, and is he responsible for what's going on there with sold out crowds, or do you have other opinions?
You know, I think you got to give the credit to the Rocket Boys, dude. Dude. Maybe not for the crowds. You know, the crowds. That's not our job. We bring our own crowd, but I think we bring the energy to Rocket Pro.
I am not going to disagree for one second.
We bring a different level of energy compared of other, there's people sitting there. We're the loudest in the room. We're the most entertaining in the room.
Yep.
And we're the most, I would say we stand out the most in the room.
No question.
Steve, just before we switch, there is Chicago Vocation. So look at that picture.
Oh, Rion found it. Wow, Jesus Christ.
I found it and sent it to him. So imagine running from one end of that all the way down to the other end.
Yeah, it's a pretty big school.
Yeah, that's massive. Yeah, our school is pretty much a pole barn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 3 flights.
Red basically just said, when I was your age, I walked 3 miles every day to and from school.
Shit, some days I did, depending on who I was dating.
In the snow, during the depression.
I wasn't doing all that. Nah, shit. You going a little bit too far.
A little too far.
Our school's 2 hallways and 3 basketball courts.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm very serious with that.
Yeah, it's 100 kids, like total.
Yeah,
100.
Not a big school.
160. 160 to be exact.
Man.
Yeah.
My freshman class was 1,200.
Yeah, my freshman class was 960. Oh, that was a long time ago in a galaxy far,
far away.
All right. Let's go to Noah. Noah, what do you think of Damian Saint?
Well, I would have to disagree with him bringing in a crowd because I don't even know who he is. So I don't understand how he could bring in a crowd.
J-Beck's better.
J-Beck's better.
J-Beck is better.
God, it's like you're writing story for me. I don't even need to be here.
Yeah. So I would have to agree with Aiden. Well, last month I was very impressed with the amount of fans that were there.
There's a lot of people there.
The very first time I went, it was in November. I remember there were still some seats open. There wasn't people standing on the wall. And I came in this month and I was like, holy shit. I was like, this place grew like big time. And I don't know if it's the Rocket Boys, Damian Saint, you, Steve.
It's definitely not me.
Definitely not the refs. I can tell you that.
That's not the refs.
It's definitely not the refs.
Those fucking refs, man.
They don't know how to count to three. They don't know how to count to three.
They don't know.
It's a problem.
Yeah. Put fucking Drew in the fucking ring.
Any challenge for the referees. Dylan, what do you say about Damian Saint, our beloved GM?
Damian. We're in some heated territory here, Steve. I'm trying to withhold the emotion.
No, don't withhold a thing. Tell them how you feel.
Right.
Damn it, Steve. You're right. I'm done holding back.
Don't hold back.
I don't like Damian. I'm going to say it. Let's drop this facade. I don't think he manages nothing. I don't think he's the owner or nothing. I think he's a tool. I think he's a puppet. I think he's a child. He needs to go. That's all that.
Call it a grown man a child.
Agree more, D.
I gotta drink some water. I'm getting.
Hey, don't get dehydrated. We don't want dehydration here. That's not what we're at.
Oh no.
All right, Jake.
Problem.
Tell me about Damian Saint.
God, I fucking hate Damian Saint. He is like Aiden said. Jay Beck is way better. We missed when Jay Beck was our GM.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what. That video he posted I think it was a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, I don't fucking remember, of him sitting at his desk and he's like addressing all of us down. Like how do I say this? He would be nowhere if it wasn't for like Jay Beck, you, the Shelleys, and us, the crowd. It wouldn't be anything. So he's gonna talk to us and treat us like we're some scumbags and like we don't do shit and like we just gotta bow down for him. I think it's fucking bullshit. You know why, Steve? Do you know why?
Tell me why. Testify, my brother.
Because he's a scumbag. That's all I gotta say.
I'll take it and I'll run with it.
Oh man.
Perfect.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. You guys are just amazing. So here we go. We're heading in from Shamrock Showdown and we're heading into spring break.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to thus far? Because we're, it's still about a month away. We're the third, I think we're the second week in April now, not the first week, because Easter has to happen and all that stuff has to happen before we can come back. What are you looking forward to most of all at this point?
Well, I'm really excited to see that Koa guy wrestle again. I thought he was kind of cool. I mean, I've heard some things about him. I don't know if they're true, but yeah, I just like the way he acts. He was more content. He was more humble than everybody, I thought. And yeah,
Koa is a tough man. He is part of what's called the Red Wave Army. He has legions of fans that support him. And if you thought that the crowd was thick this past month when the Red Wave Army invade, the Rocket Boys are going to have to come hard, because the Red Wave Army, I've seen them work. They're a force. So the LIM, the Rocket Boys, and the Red Wave Army in one place.
We are the bar, Steve. You got to remember.
I listen, you're preaching to the choir, man. I named you.
And this isn't cockiness. This is confidence.
Hey, you guys are the best, no doubt. And there's that triple threat match. Rion's got it up there. The return of the mercenary, Garrison Creed, Koa Laksamana, the Hawaiian Hitman, and then, of course, our champion, Quinn.
Can we kick Quinn out of here?
Yeah, let's get Quinn off
fucking pussy, dude.
Wow.
I have a video of him laying on the floor, and all the Rocket Boys got double middle fingers to his face.
Quinn's a joke. He is sexy violence. He's Quinn Whitaker.
No, Steve.
No, Quinn's brother fucking cheats every single time he goes into the ring.
Let me ask you this.
He's like 80 pounds.
I'm just curious. Quinn fought a newcomer to Rocket Pro this past show called Joey Jet Avalon. What did you think of Jet?
I loved him. I loved him. He was great.
I loved him, but he let me down.
This is amazing.
He did let me down.
I want you to know this. I want you to know this. Rocket Pro Wrestling is the only place on planet Earth that thinks Joey Jet Avalon is a good human being. I work with Jet everywhere, and he is the bane of my existence. And he comes to Rocket Pro, and I'm physically upset that he's coming another place where I'm at, and you guys love him. And my ass was kicked. I was on a stretcher in the back when you guys were cheering, and I heard the Joey chant, and I'm like, I must be dead. What is happening?
Well, now we don't like him, Steve.
Yeah.
No, we hate him.
No, you gotta like him. You gotta love him. There's more to Joey Jet Avalon than you realize.
I'm two-faced. All right.
Yeah, we're joking. We wanted to see your reaction. Actually,
my reaction was coma on a stretcher in the back. I was deceased, but that's okay. I came back and we'll be all right. It was kind of like the resurrection, really, but that's neither here nor there. So
Steve rose on the third day.
I rose in April. It's not a risen. There's nothing rising here. That's what Davidson Sarai said, lad. There's nothing rising about me. Nothing at all. Period.
Nothing?
I hate her so much. Nothing. I'm too old.
Yeah, we'll take something. We'll confront him about that.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Last week on this show, and Santino was very interested to see if I would mention him tonight. We'll mention Santino. The greatest thing that happened at that show was when the no-coast situation happened. His face when they took his sign, it was like somebody taking the toy away from a child. And we sat there. It was like that moment when the Undertaker lost the streak, and that one fan had that reaction when Santino got his sign taken. It's gold, man. It's gold. What do you think of Santino?
Well, Steve, he begged me to be in the Rocket Boys, right?
Oh, we're going down this route.
What?
Ooh, you know what?
Wow.
He begged to be in the LIM too. He's just looking for a home.
I didn't know you were opening this can of worms, Jake.
Let's open this can of worms. I'm interested in this
can of some fucking earthworms.
Let's do it.
Yeah, right here.
I was thinking night crawlers, but earthworms were.
Yeah, shut the fuck
up. I think
that Steve, I think me and Noah are gonna have to get in the ring soon.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh, buddy, you don't want that.
Or we can run a tag team match with Dylan.
I might need some help. I'm taking any support I can get. I'm tired of getting.
Let's get back to the topic.
Okay, yeah.
Let's Santino. Let's open Santino. Oh, there. Oh no, not the Santino. It's Coolio. What is even happening there? That can't be real. Somebody photoshopped that shit. That didn't happen. That could not have happened.
I'm sure it did.
Come on, Red. You know that can't. That is a TikTok filter, right?
No, that's real, man.
That's. Oh, for God.
That was him showing support of No-Coast.
That is a No-Coast. What part of what is happening there?
I don't know. That's the same thing we're asking about No-Coast.
Did somebody put rouge on his? What is?
Hey, what people do in their personal lives is their business, Steve.
That you're one biscuit away from a ball gag in your mouth at that point, right?
Steve, nothing's too far. I love that, Steve. I love that.
You like him
saying? All right, well, yeah, you can take that picture, that disturbing picture, down anytime you want. I talk about Santino. I'm done.
Wow.
Well, like I said, I think that he's just a fan. He claims to be with No-Coast and a part of No-Coast, but we have seen multiple times when No-Coast has stabbed him in the back. They've ripped his signs, and they've wanted nothing to do with him. And the fact that he keeps continuing to support them makes me so mad. And another reason that I threw him out of the Rocket Boys when he joined was because of his.
He joined the Rocket Boys?
Yeah, I just told you.
He was a Rocket Boy?
Yeah, I told you. I said
Isn't he like 36?
Rocket Boys. He begged me to be in the Rocket Boys, and I was like, you know what? I see you're a cool fan.
Steve.
I'll give you a shot.
What is the age requirement?
Huh?
Hey, man.
What is the age requirement for the Rocket Boys?
We're
you have to know 18. Every swear word in the book, and then you're good.
We're all 18, and
it's like a training class you have to take.
Hey, I love it.
Yeah, a little 3-day trial when you're in.
If you are able to cuss your head off and then have some fun while you're doing it, then you're with us, as long as you're 18 or older,
18
and
or
be
older.
Respectful at the same time.
That is important.
Yes.
I love what you guys do.
Cuss at the same time, cuss somebody out, but be respectful. I love
it. Oh
yeah.
That's what they do.
Except for Joey Roth.
Joey Roth can suck it.
Fuck Joey.
We're gonna get to that in just a minute.
I can't wait to talk about Joey.
We're gonna talk about that. I want to talk about a couple of the factions that are running roughshod in Rocket Pro, and I want to get your reactions. So Damien Saint, because he is in power and feels like wielding it, he has created his own little group called the Undeniable. And you've got Ryan Matthews, you've got the attorney Eric Schultz, you've got the Canadians, Kings of the Six. He even sent an undeniable request to Quinn Whittock, the champion. What do you think of Damien Saint and his Undeniable?
Well, personally, I think it's stupid as fuck because you're going to have Ryan Matthews and Quinn Whittock.
Fucking Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn. Like, you're going to have those two.
Any team with Quinn on it is bad.
We have the ugliest motherfucker, Quinn Whittock.
Dude, he's
Pro.
so
the most beautiful man in Rocket Pro, which is Ryan Matthews. You're gonna put them together? Are you?
Yeah, that just doesn't work.
That doesn't.
It's like water and oil. It's like water and oil.
It's just that can't happen.
Attract, maybe? I don't know.
Oh gosh,
let me
I hope
tell you
not,
something.
Steve.
Let me tell you something about his attorney too. That guy makes me more mad than Joey Roth. I'll tell you.
Wow, that is a bold statement.
I don't know.
Jake, I don't know if I can agree with you on that, buddy.
I don't know.
I hate that guy.
Down.
Hey,
Jake, you need to restrain.
Take his
Jake
ass.
is at work. Jake is getting paid to throw shit.
That's true.
Man, that guy makes me mad.
That is one hell of a break room you got there if you get to throw shit around.
It is.
Safe space right here, all right?
And there's Ryan Matthews apparently at a sperm bank.
Where is that sample? Where is it?
I'm just saying he's propagating the species with that
gotta
picture.
taste wonderful.
That's the only thing happening right there.
I mean, I use that in my cookie recipe.
Token special sauce right there.
That's special. Anyway, moving on. So you hate Eric Schultz. I find that to be hilarious because I do not like Eric Schultz myself. I'm gonna do a little word association. I'm gonna say a name and I want you to give me your thoughts on the person.
This is gonna be fabulous.
Right. Let's talk about Flash Harris.
Oh my God. There's nobody I hate more.
Oh, Jake froze.
Oh, no.
Jake
no.
Now he's back. Come on, Jake.
Fucking Flash. Flash, let me tell you what.
No.
Wait, what's that?
Oh, there you are.
There we go.
Scared me for a second.
Sorry, I just pushed it in.
So you hate Flash. You don't like Flash.
Yeah. Hang on a second.
As Jake deals with his technical difficulties,
Dude,
while at work, let us go to Dylan. Dylan, Flash Harris.
Yeah, like I would say, I'm not a fan of him. I will say I don't hate him the most, like I do the Joeys and the Quinns and the Saints. He's mid-tier of hatred.
Mid-tier hatred. That's about
it. So maybe I used to hate Gunnar Brave, and
but now
I love
him.
Gunnar. I used to hate all day. Love him. Maybe in the future we could rekindle, but I just don't see it now.
You can't hate Marshe Rocket because C-Red is his father.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
You can't talk about hating on somebody's kids on the show.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said,
I you up and spit you out. You ever hear the Soul Touches? You better get on YouTube, boy.
You got it.
When the thing about Flash, I feel like he'd be a lot better if he wasn't with the Fabulous Idiots, because I feel like Joey is so Joey. You must do this, you must do that, you must be like this, you must be heel, you must do all this bullshit. You know what I mean? We've talked to him a couple of times out of the show, and he seems like a decent guy. But the way he comes up to us and the way he portrays himself is just, and for that reason, I have to say that I'm still against him.
Fred, Flash is like you're one of your BFFs, man. They're this hard criticism of Flash.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion, Steve.
It looks like Noah really's got something to say about the Flash Harris situation. Noah, tell me what you got.
Well, here's what I have to say. In the Rocket Boys, you're never going to find a disagreement on the wrestlers. We either hate them or we love them as a group.
Oh,
it's a consensus.
Yes.
It's collective thoughts. So I'm going to have the same thoughts as Jake and Dylan. Fuck Flash.
And a perfect example is that is Christmas Chaos. All of us. Jake brought fucking 30 magazines for Gunner because I didn't even know who he was. And Jake and Dylan were like, we fucking hate this dude. I'm like, all right, we fucking hate him.
Gunner's our boy now, though.
Now,
we
love Gunner.
We love Gunner.
Well, that's what you're right. The idols make you crazy. Then you get out of the idols and you're okay. It happened to Gunner. It happened to Marche. So, it's when you get sucked into the idol chaos, it clouds your judgment. I wasn't going to say this name, but now I'm going to say it because I'm very interested now. Marche Rocket.
I think
Marche.
Just because I want to see Red sweat a little bit.
I say Marche is, I saw him when I was a kid. I looked up to him when I was a kid when he in Rocket and not Rocket, bro, in Blitz Pro Wrestling. I don't know. I just feel like since he was heel for the longest time, it's just hard to reverse the childhood image I have of him. You know what I mean? I remember him when he was like, the cool guy and like, the big badass kid, you know what I mean? But now it's just like, he's getting up there. He's getting old, and it's just not the same, That's what I have to say about him.
Wow, that is real talk right there. I don't agree with it, but that's real. Aiden, talk to me a little about Marche Rocket. Remember, Marche Rocket has been a guest on the show 14 times.
All day, man.
Oh,
all day.
Yeah, all day sucks. That's what I gotta say there.
Wow.
That's I regret now all the things that I
but hey, listen, I gotta give him one thing. His opening song, it's amazing.
You like the music.
That's great. Yeah, that's good.
That's at least some flowers. Noah, tell me, what do you think about Marche Rocket?
All day
sucks.
Wow.
That's
the
my
most
thoughts
popular
on that.
chants right there. Yeah.
Okay.
I will say he's better since he kind of got with Shogun a little bit.
Shogun's my favorite.
Yeah, Shogun, he's definitely top 3 for me.
Yeah, so maybe we'll warm up to Marche. It's just, we're still a little bit of hesitance towards him. But
I get that. You have every.
I just got to let my guard down.
Marche made his bed. He will line it. But now you've got the final level tag team, Shogun and Marche. Is there any tag team in the world that could beat those two?
I don't think so, Steve.
I feel like if they get the belts, they'll never lose them.
I think I could think of one.
Who?
Oh,
I don't know if it could ever happen. Maximus and Gunner.
Who?
Oh,
wow. Some of the coldest dudes out there.
Wow.
So what the Rocket Boy now, Kevin Palmer, if you're watching, the Rocket Boys have just asked for the final level versus Gunner Brave and Maximus Orion.
Hey. I think it would be a hell of a match, but I think Gunner and Maximus would come out on top. I love Shogun. Love him.
Now I got to go over to Red. Red, they called their shot. The Rocket Boys pointed their bat and called their shot. That's the match. That's the Rocket Boy match. That we'll call that the Rocket Boy Challenge. What do you say to Shogun and Marche against Gunner and Maximus?
The only way Maximus and Gunner are gonna win
is by stepping in the ring.
Ooh.
Is Marche and Shogun both cars simultaneously break down on the road to Joliet. That is it. That is it.
Oh, man.
You know, I've only been going here for a few months, Red, but I would have to totally disagree with you. It's almost like you've never watched Gunner or Maximus.
Dude, Gunner can move.
Those are some elite level wrestlers.
Gunner can fucking move.
Gunner has agility. I think we can all come to an agreement on that.
We can agree with that. I can agree with that. That Gunner has agility.
He's also got
think they can outstand the chops from Marche and the kicks from Shogun especially Maximus. Let's give you guys a little Rocket Pro history. The very first show was called Blast Off. Very first show. On that show, it was March 9th, 2000.
19. Was it 18 or 19? It was 19, right?
I think it was 19 or 18.
Rion, was it 18 or 19?
He was there. It was 18.
And there was a young guy by the name of Maximus Orion. And unfortunately, he found out that Red ain't no bitch. So, if I ain't no bitch, Marche definitely ain't.
No one's saying Marche is bitch.
So
they're still top tier.
They're up there.
You just have a biased opinion on this. I feel like
I just don't see. I mean, I see Gunner doing something insane and crazy, and Maximus is left all alone to stand in the ring against Marche. He better bring every goddamn lifesaver. He better load them gloves up with nails. He better do something. Matter of fact, you need to bring a 45. That's the only way.
You're talking crazy on my boy here.
Yeah, I think.
Whoa.
Look at Rion pulling out the original show flyer from Rocket Pro Wrestling Blast Off. There's a blast fast.
See me, then see Rion. Okay. So I just don't see it happen. I mean, I understand those your two guys right now. I get it. You like Shogun. You really don't trust Marche. I get it. But to put both of them, it's almost like you guys want them to go out to the cemetery across the street and get buried.
They would be burying.
So
they would be digging.
I will say, if Maximus couldn't get in there, I would say Aaron Stone would also make a solid entry too.
Yeah.
Take those three and let's substitute them all for each other. If only two of the three can do it, Aaron Stone and Gunner, Aaron Stone or Maximus, however you want to say it. I think Aaron could really contribute, and that's somebody. I'm sorry, do as much talking as you want. Is a badass. Aaron
or
Stone.
The turtle.
Breaker is a tough one. I totally.
Wow. Turtle in there. Turtle. Yep.
Yeah, Turtle slept on. We all know.
All right, listen, I know you guys love Rocket Pro Wrestling, and I want you to keep coming back forever. But there's a little promotion called IPW that runs on Sundays, and March 28th. The
26th
has a match against C-Red. I would pay money to see Turtle fight C-Red. That is some shit.
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty kick-ass match.
That would be that. There it is.
Red, you're going down on that one.
Special challenge.
Yeah, Red. Sorry to tell you, but you're leaving that place in a gurney. There's no way. Turtles just...
No. You're signing Turtles' death warrant. Don't do that.
No.
Red is going to watch this before that match. Oh no! Don't do
nothing about it because it's the Turtles.
You're doing the fire for Red right now.
They must don't know I make people fucking tap out for real.
What you did to Sean Danger is horrifying.
Yeah, that was pretty kick-ass. I'll give you that.
There should be legal ramifications. Okay, we're gonna move on. There you go. There's the graphic for IPW coming up later this month. It's gonna be a hell of a show in Richton Park. And that is your special match. It's JFW night, C-Red versus the Amazing Turtle with Travis T as the special enforcer. Couple more names I want to throw out at you before we wrap this up. It has to be done. Joey and Roxy.
JQ,
the king and queen, a.k.a. of Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Noah, why don't you
king
take
and queen of nothing?
Noah,
the king and queen of Rocket Pro Wrestling is Shelly and Steve. There's nothing you can say to debate that. Absolutely nothing.
Let him preach.
Yep.
I would have to agree with that.
Joey is a peasant when it comes to Rocket Pro.
He's
been in a neck brace for how long now?
Yeah.
Come on.
He needs to take that tampon off his fucking neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Those are my thoughts, Steve. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah.
Dylan, what do you say?
I've been going for past over a year. I would say if the Rocket Boys ever had a nemesis now, easily Joey Roth. You know, like
easily.
Let me
blood
go.
Is only boiled.
Yeah.
Let me go at this motherfucker. I don't know if you saw Steve.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Dylan, but I gotta cut you off.
No,
you deserve this. You've been waiting.
Go ahead, Jake.
This is your moment.
Make me proud.
It might have been Christmas. Yeah, it was
Christmas.
Christmas Chaos.
Yeah, it was.
It was Christmas Chaos, right? So you know how we have our gate and we have our Rocket Boy signs, right?
Yep.
So Joey Roth decides to come by and then rip one up and then crumple it up and throw it in my face. Oh. And you know what I did to him? I took his stupid fucking scarf with that fucking tampon around his neck, like Aiden said. And I yanked that motherfucker. And you know what he did to me, Steve?
What did you do?
I believe wholeheartedly that this was out of character. Like, we're going to be serious. I think this was out of character. He claims it wasn't, but it was. I feel like it. He took all of his might and fucking pushed me as hard as he fucking could. And my buddy Noah over here, Noah had to fucking stop me from falling. And I had, let me tell, if Joey Roth, if you're watching this right now.
Oh, wow.
If you even think about touching one of us again, I had to stop my guys from going in at your ass because we would have fucked you up and we would have fucked all of the idols up. It's all of us versus you and your fucking goons. That's what I have to say. But I had to stop all of us from going in the ring and actually fighting him because
it was close. Bad. Dude, Drew had to hold Preston back. He was almost over, dude. Preston almost went in.
We were heated. We were heated. But if we're going to stick with the storyline here, obviously, Joey Roth and the Fabulous Idiots are the worst team to ever exist in any wrestling, anything ever. Worst thing in the world.
Right below All Day.
Oh, yeah.
Red's eyes all big. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. We can agree then that Joey Roth is a scumbag and somebody needs to shut his mouth permanently.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
All I can tell you, boys, is I got you, I hear you, and I will do this. That's what I got to say about that.
Man, Steve.
I got one more, and then we got to wrap this up. last week on this show, Davison Sarai, the leader of No Coast, was on this show, and she was a bit of a handful. What were your thoughts when you've seen her? She's very aggressive. Anybody? Let's start with Dylan. Dylan, what do you think about Davison Sarai, No Coast therapist?
Just a freak show, Steve. I mean, I'm starting to produce a little vomit in the back of my throat. You know, it's.
There she is. She's looking at you right now. She's looking into your soul.
I mean, I would say this really speaks for itself here. I know we all have a collective opinion, just kind of what's going through that person's head, and I know it's not good. You know, idea. What's going on? Do we need to take the children out of the room? Do we need to put more fire?
Bad shit crazy going on up in there, right?
In the buildings, do we gotta? I don't know. Maybe have armed police escorts in the building just in case. You know, something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Dylan, add on if you wish, but if you can agree with me, she ruined No Coast.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. That's what I said. I said that earlier. I believe she ruined No Coast. She made DC Shaw and whoever the fuck the other guys are in Yes Coast. They made me like them better than old No Coast.
We've got Osiris who got his leg broke, and Trayvon Wolf is the other member of Yes Coast. And there's some shit going on there.
Yeah. We used to love No Coast. No Coast was our brothers. We used to love No Coast. But now man, it's
devastated when this happened. Devastated.
Sorry, Aiden. What were you saying? I totally cut you off.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You know, I finished it up there.
Yeah, that's her opinion.
And I don't mean to be rude. She sounds like a man. Just gotta say it.
Oh.
Better be careful saying that nowadays, buddy.
Yeah.
Jake, it is 2023. It is 2023.
Yeah, do not get canceled. We don't need
We're very soft here. We're very soft.
I thought we were going to get canceled last week, but we don't need that.
Although Rocket Pro is not the place for soft people.
There's no place. You got to have some thick skin to hang out.
Emotions don't exist there besides anger.
All right. You guys are amazing, and you guys are one of the best parts of what makes Rocket Pro special. And before I let you go, and you guys, believe me, I hear you every month. I see you every month. The consistency you guys have is top notch. And from a fan's perspective, I mean, I'm a fan of wrestling, and I love to watch these shows through your eyes, because you guys have an enthusiasm and a love for this business that I think some people could learn from. So I really, really appreciate when you guys are big and loud and obnoxious, because that says a lot. I just had a promoter of a different place that I work for talk to me today, and he said, "What makes Joliet so big?" And I said, "It's the fans. It's the
Damien.
It's the Rocket Boys. It's the LIM. It's the other faction. It's all of them together, because you guys love us so passionately. It shows, and people notice it. And that's what Rocket Pro loves about you. You make us better. And without you, we wouldn't be doing it.
Oh, totally, Steve.
Make me cry, Steve.
Right back for you. I mean, you gave us the title and stuff. Now we even hold up. I pulled this up for you. We got our own
merch.
There it is.
Yeah, I think Noah got noticed.
That makes me weepy every time I look at it.
Yeah, I've never felt more welcome in a new area in my life.
Yeah, but Noah got noticed by somebody all the way in Aurora. So
I was at the gym, and some guy came up to me and asked me if I was at a wrestling show the day after this Shamrock Showdown. And I told him, yeah. And he goes, "Oh, were you one of the Rocket Boys?" And I'm like, hell yeah. So, yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's amazing. That's amazing. All right. We're going to let you go. But before we do, I want to have one more question. I want each of you to answer it. And we are going to start with Aiden. Aiden, you are a Rocket Boy. You are a fan of Rocket Pro Wrestling. What is your favorite part of coming to those shows on a Saturday afternoon?
And it's got to be going with the rest of the Rocket Boys. You know, like we got a routine going down. We got a routine, all of us. And, you know, it's just a fun day. The whole day is just fun. I mean, we meet up at someone's house, go over to Rocket Pro. We have a blast there. And then we go over to Canes after. You know, it's just a fun time. It's just a great time.
I love it. I love every bit of it. Dylan, same question.
Wow. It's so hard to dumb it down, but yeah, Aiden really took the words out of my mouth there. I will say it's so nice getting into this. You know, we're starting to involve props, whether it's wearing Christmas hats and tank tops or pulling out newspapers. We're all in it now. I remember being like 2 years ago, I was like, you know, wrestling, that's weird. You got grown men going in face paint. Here I am. I'm covered in face paint. I got the title of a Rocket Boy. It's religious, Steve. It's religious. That's all I gotta say.
Love it. Noah, preach.
My favorite part, for sure. Just being there with all my friends. It's a break from everything, man. Like, you just forget about everything. You're just there screaming in people's faces, getting screamed at, having parents laugh with you, parents maybe even getting mad at you, you know, because there's little kids there. But watching you walk out, Steve, best part. It's just a great time all around. You know, it's a nice, fun 4 to 5 hours that we hang out with each other, just in a different
environment.
There you go, a different environment than what we normally would. So it's fun. It's a nice little break.
Amazing.
A lot of freedom.
Jake, take me home.
Well, Steve, like Noah said, it's when you make your entrance and you're whoa. You know,
yeah.
That's the best, man. But yeah, I love it. You know, we make a day out of it. You know, we meet up at somebody's house, normally Dylan's, and then we all pile in my car, and then we're hauling ass to Rocket Pro. We can't wait to get there. Oh yeah, and then ass. And then we're like they said, we go out to eat after, and you know, go to someone's house after. We make a nice day out of it.
Mm-hmm. I like the Coyotes after we ate one time.
Yeah, we did. Oh, we did see the Coyote Boys after Christmas Chaos.
We love you know, the family aspect of it. You know, the support we get, and we're just the fans. You know, and it's cool to be a part of the show. You know, it's something not everybody gets to experience, and we're happy to experience that. You know.
Yep. Definitely once in a lifetime thing.
Those are the best answers. And I want to end with this. A lot of people that are in the business say, Steve, why do you have the fans come on a wrestling podcast? You're messing with kayfabe. You shouldn't do that. A lot of people say that.
You know what I say to them, Steve?
What do you say? Thank you. This is why we have the fans on the show, because I'll do 100 of these shows, but I'm going to walk away from tonight feeling great just because of the enthusiasm you guys share toward Rocket Pro Wrestling. If no fans were in that building and we were there wrestling, it would be ridiculous, useless, and a waste of time. The fact that you guys come every month, you spend your money, you take your time, you sit there and you cheer and you boo and you react and you come back month after month after month because you enjoy it. You've made a day out of it. It is the best of us. You are the best of us. And I can't thank you enough on behalf of the entire Rocket Pro Wrestling locker room and ownership. We cannot thank you enough. We are forever grateful for what you do, because the way you do it is unlike anybody else in that building. So take your bows, because you are the excellence and the bar when it comes to the fans in that building. And we couldn't do it without you. And I love you.
Hey, we appreciate you for having us every month.
That really hit me. Yeah, so, I'm very sensitive right now.
Definitely puts this into a whole different perspective.
Red?
Yeah.
Red, give the Rocket Boys I just gave him some follow up, Red. Come on, Red. Don't be hating.
Man.
I'm not hating. Everything Steve said was true. Guys, I've been doing this for almost 20 years. The one thing that I hate is a crowd that sits on their hands. You get no reaction. And I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, I get paid and I go home and it's all said and done. But those are the times I remember, I've told this countless times. When my father was alive, I would come over on a Sunday and he would ask, you know, how did it go last night? And usually it would be based off of, did I make money, of course, and did I have fun? But the fun part came when fans were into it. You guys are those fans that we live for. You know, I've never grasped the concept of somebody, you go to work 5 days a week, however many hours. You spend, I'm going to go to this wrestling show, and then I'm going to sit there like this.
Yeah, unacceptable.
For 3 hours, I'm going to sit there like this. And I'm not going to have any emotion, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit there like this.
Yeah, some people get on us for being rowdy and emotional.
You know,
like, come on, you see where you are right now?
But here's the thing. People, have to understand, look at your ages, and I'm not talking about your ages, but you're young, youthful, young men that want to express themselves, you know, and let's be honest, in this day and time, there are far worse things you guys could be doing than being at a wrestling show.
Giving people storming the Capitol.
You know,
we very well could.
But it's true, and they could, you know, but they're giving, whether it's their favorite wrestlers or they're giving their most hated wrestlers, they're giving some interaction, they're participating. And that's what makes our job as wrestlers, workers, ring announcers, whatever, it makes it so much more fun. It makes it easier. Again, if you guys hate Marshe so much, but why do you hate Marshe? Because there had to be something. No, I'm being honest. There had to be a point where you said, oh shit, he did that. I don't like it. I'm going to be vocal about it. Fuck you, Marshe.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that makes him say, oh, okay, I pissed you off now. Oh, I'm going to piss you off some more next time. It makes our job easier. If nobody got a reaction out of you guys and you guys just sat there, hey, you want some popcorn? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, C-Red, real quick, man. Hey, I don't mean to cut you off, but Steve and C-Red, thanks for having me, guys. I got to go close up shop at work. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, Jake.
Jake, I got one question, one question, Jake, before you go. And I'm going to ask I'll let the other guys answer, but I want you to answer right now. And I want you to direct this at Shelly. Wouldn't it be great if C-Red joined the commentary team at Rocket Wrestling?
Oh, yeah.
It'd be so much fun.
Please.
Come on.
Hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. All right. Jake,
see you guys later.
Get back to work, damn it. Go make some money. All right. That is Rocket Boy, Jake. And don't you think it would be awesome if it was me, Shelly, and C-Red on commentary?
Be great.
All right. So next time you see Shelly at Rocket Pro, say, hey, when are you going to bring C-Red in?
Oh, I will.
Hey,
I got you, man.
Steve,
That's my boys.
We got
Gentlemen, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have been fantastic. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedules tonight to join us, and keep doing what you're doing. We love you for it. We appreciate you for it. And you guys are just the absolute best. Thank you so much for all you do for us. We couldn't do it without you, and I mean that.
Yep. Thank you for having us on here.
Yes, thank you very much.
No problem, man.
They were here and now they're going away. It is the Rocket Boys. Come check them out at Rocket Pro Wrestling every month. The next time will be April 14th at the Joliet at the St. Joe's Center. Guys, thank you so much. You can log off now, and I appreciate your time. And we will catch up with you, and I will tag you all in this a little bit later on.
All right. See you in April.
Perfect.
Bye, Rocket Boys.
Steve.
We'll see you.
Rocket
you guys.
And there they go, the Rocket Boys. I had people telling me this week, why do you have fans on there, man? You can't, you're fucking with the kayfabe. Are we fucking with the kayfabe, Fred? Is that where we're at?
First of all, shit. Ain't kayfabe dead?
I don't know. You hear some people say you got to keep the kayfabe. Undertaker's all pissed off about the kayfabe.
His kayfabe is totally different from what, and I understand there's a blanket, but his kayfabe was about, again, more people's characters. Like, let's be honest, his story is well documented. He didn't, when he was a heel and he started out, you never saw Taker at an autograph signing. He didn't sign autographs. He protected his character, and that's fine. And his thing is, especially now the days of social media where I'm a bad guy, kiss my ass, I just beat your favorite wrestler's ass, and then you turn on his Twitter page, and there he is, hugged up, with a fan signing, like it's crazy. As far as the fans go, here's my thing. It's because of the fans that we're here. So why is it so hard to give them the honor and respect that they're due? They're the ones, let's be honest. People talk all that shit. But guess what? If every fan in Illinois said nobody's going to no show the rest of the month, right? What the fuck would happen? Think about it. You're doing CSW Friday night.
Yeah,
right?
I got all kinds of problems there.
Live IWTV, right?
Right.
What kind of shit would that be? No fans in the seats. And I ain't talking about the pandemic like WWE did and everybody else put TV monitors and shit like. No, nobody is in the seats.
Why?
Not because, but they have a voice.
Yeah.
So why is it so hard for us to take time? See, that's the problem. I think so much that we believe we know what the fans want. We just, I know what the fans want.
Sometimes you gotta listen to them.
And that's the thing. Sometimes you just need to listen to them. Hear what they got to say.
You heard what they said. They want you at commentary at Rocket Pro.
Well, okay.
Listen to the fans.
Yeah, but your ass kind of steered that shit.
No, I didn't steer shit.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest. They did ask, at least tonight, they gave, which would be for them, a dream match.
Yeah, they sure did.
Marsh J. Rocket, Shogun,
the final
versus Gunner and Maximus Orion.
We're gonna call them Team Oblivion.
Now we know right now, Maximus got his hands full, and I'm glad they gone because he still ain't got his. He ain't learned shit yet.
But he will, though.
I'm just saying, if it was my mama, different story. But they gave their opinion. Now, will it happen? I don't know. But don't act like that's not a money match.
I'd like to see it. I think that would be fun.
I would like to see it. But I'm just saying, sometimes we got to just take a step back and listen to what people have to say. But we're all, well, I'm the worker, you're the fan, you stay over there. Oh, I mean,
we ain't Vince McMahon.
Here's my thing, dude. Whether I'm a heel or a face, while I'm always going to sign an autograph, I'm always going to, hell, there have been times where I've given pictures away, I've given merchandise away.
Red, somebody's about to enter this room, and I have no idea who it is, but I'm going to let them on anyway.
Why are you letting them?
Because I'm interested to see who it was. Hello?
What's up?
Is this a Rocket Boy?
Oh, yeah.
Rocket Boy, you're late to the party.
Boys.
They're all gone now.
Oh, they're all gone?
They're all gone. But sound off. Who are you?
We got Drew.
I'm Drew.
Colin.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. I'm going to give you guys showed up, so we're going to talk to you anyway.
This never happened.
I've never seen this before in my life. We went an hour and 20 minutes with the Rocket Boys, and there are more Rocket Boys phoning in from other places. This is fantastic.
So it's great.
All right. So are you eating? Are you eating?
And they're eating.
We're at the Big M.
We're at McDonald's right now.
Have a break today. That's all right. Real quick, why do you love Rocket Pro Wrestling? What makes you come month after month?
It's just the energy of it, man. It's great. It's great. Like just being there, having all those people, you have all that.
Yeah, going there with the Rocket Boys is something else.
Of course, yeah. There's nothing better than just going. It's great. I'll just say the energy, man.
You guys are a trip. You are the loudest fans we have. Who do you hate the most and who do you love the most?
Ooh. Oh, all day. Me and All Day got some beef.
We hate All Day.
Now, be careful now. My partner, C Red and Marche go way back into the soul touches.
Not trying to start nothing.
You don't like Marche. What else? Who else don't you like?
Let's see. I don't really know. I don't really know. Nah, it's fine. We run the show.
All right. Well, then who do you love? Who do you love?
Shogun.
Shogun's badass.
But now Shogun and Marche are a tag team called the Final Level. So how does that feel?
That's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird seeing them fight together. Someone I'm not a fan of, and someone I love. It's gonna be crazy seeing them fight together.
But I gotta be the shot.
What are you saying?
Marche took the shot, so you should be all good with Marche now, right?
Yeah, I should be. I'll be rooting for him. That's for sure. Since he's with Shogun,
I feel like there should be a public apology to us. He's been very rude to us.
So you think Marche should come out and apologize to you in public, huh?
Yeah,
I think so. Next Rocket Boys tournament.
Red, get Marche on the phone. We need to get an apology.
we need an apology.
We need this.
So why are you guys late to the game? I mean, this show started at 6:30. Here we are at 8:08. What are you casually wait? What am I gonna wait all night for you?
Me and Jack. This is Drew. Me and Jack. We went on a college visit, and we're just coming back. So Colin picked us up from the train. So we just stopped to get food, and we were like, "Yo, let's hop into the podcast."
Well, that's amazing. I wish the guys, the other Rocket Boys, were still here to see you. I'm going to ask you. Because we're gonna cut you off because we got to move on to other things. But I want to ask, are you guys going to be at the show in April?
We want to. Yes, we will try to.
All right,
that is definitely our plan.
When you come to Rocket Pro, when you walk through those doors, what are you expecting? What do you want to see?
I love seeing tables. Tables always get me going crazy. Seeing tables.
Okay, so we got tables. What else? Because Rocket Pro Management will watch this show because they're very interested in your opinions. So you have some weight right now. If you want something, maybe you get it.
I feel like we should get our own fight here soon.
Yeah, we should all fight.
We should get a Rocket Boys fight coming in. A Royal Rumble.
Rocket Boys in a steel cage. That would be
Rocket Boys steel cage match.
Rocket Boys to the moon.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Rocket Boys on the moon.
From the mat to the stars, the Rocket Boys have no fear.
Yes, sir.
When the wrestlers get right up on you and you're right there face to face, do you feel intimidated or do you just not care and you go?
No, I just feel high energy. Like, it's super sick. Even if it's someone I don't like getting in my face or someone that I do mess with, it's just them like getting up. It brings that energy. It gets like a real vibe to it. It's sweet.
I love everything about your group. The Rocket Boys are a cut above everybody in this business, and we are so fortunate to have you at Joliet. We appreciate you so much.
We love you, Steve.
Guys, get back to your lunch. Enjoy your dinner. I'll see you in April. Thanks for jumping on here real quick, and welcome back from school.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one.
All right, there they go. There's more Rocket Boys. We have a whole lot of Rocket Boys. They're everywhere. All right, there they go. Good night, guys. Take care.
Good night.
Oh my God.
That has never happened.
That has never happened. And it just said iPhone. So I was like, fuck it. Let's just see who it is. All right, Red, let's start moving down other roads because we've got many roads to go before we go home. You heard them. They want you as commentator. If you were asked, would you say yes?
Asked by them or asked by you?
If Rocket Pro came to you tomorrow and said, will you be commentator at the April show?
I would have to look at the dates.
Well, I'm just saying. Let's okay. Put the date right up on the screen. It's Saturday the 15th. Oh shit.
It is.
I said it was the 14th. It's the 15th, not the 14th.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Okay, you were open to the opportunity to sit with me and Shelly and call the action. I have never officially been on commentary with Red except a couple of times at Crash Tested. I would like to work with Red on a regular basis. I think we would be good together, Red, you and me. So now
we have a good chemistry.
I think we do. Now, there was a podcast this morning.
Yeah.
And you heard that there's a match between you and Turtle, right?
I listened to the whole damn podcast.
Well, we're gonna play a little excerpt because Turtle thinks that this is important stuff. So this is from this morning and the JFW podcast. Why is my internet shit right now? Come on, boys. What the fuck? What the? All right, moving on.
Right,
I'll come back to that in a minute.
Just sum up what he said and then.
Well, I'm talking about that situation. He really went after Flash and said some very disparaging things about Flash. Now, Flash and I, I don't see eye to eye with Flash. Flash has put me in peril. He put boots to my head. So Flash and I have a situation, but he's still the greatest DJ I've ever seen. I still have fond memories of Smash and Flash. And,
All right, well, so when it comes to Flash, Turtle's whole thing was based off of last month, which is why he made his match, right? But one, Flash was the host, correct?
Right, that's true.
And Flash made the match where, Aaron Stone had to run the gauntlet, but Flash stated, I'll also run the gauntlet as well.
That's
now,
true.
How he ran it was on him, right?
Right.
So why is Turtle taking exception to it?
I don't know.
I didn't get that. Now, let's talk about the other host.
Sorry, Turtle. I tried to play it, but I'm having technical difficulties. I really wanted to, but you know.
Travis kept stirring the fucking pot.
That's what Travis does. He's basically trying to take my job in places.
Somebody else does. And I really thought you were hosting the podcast for a while.
Oh, come on, Red. That's not right.
But he kept poking the bear at Turtle. He kept poking the bear. And I will give Mike the respect that he is due and say he didn't take shots at me. So I respect him. But Travis, everything I said is true. I've been in this business longer. That's not a myth. It's fact. Yeah, I've talked about Turtle being a referee. Yes, because for the longest he's been a referee. Fact. He's a horrible manager. He only had one client. I don't even see him with him anymore.
He was not a great manager, but he's picked up as a wrestler.
I'm not, and I hadn't got there. He has his momentum and people believing in him and all of that. Hey, he's on an upswing, and that's great. But Travis keeps thinking that the things that I said were false. No, they're facts. Again, I've got 3 awards down here. That's here. The rest are upstairs. I'm an award winner, Travis. Fact.
Straight up.
I've won multiple titles, Travis.
Straight up.
Facts. My resume speaks for itself. If you've never seen it, I'll be glad to give it to you. My resume speaks for itself. Now he says he's going to be a special enforcer on the 26th, right? Talking about in case you come in the ring and try to spear Coda.
They're picking the moment. I'm not going to be at IPW.
But that's his reasoning, right?
Well, that's why he's doing it, because he knows I'm not going to be there to be the counterbalance.
But here's the funny part, Steve.
Oh!
Travis really doesn't know Red, does he? Now, Turtle does. You do.
I do.
IPW does, right?
Yeah. Sean Danger sure does.
If I really wanted to, I can make that Sunday hell for Travis. Because if he thinks he can hold off everybody that I know, that's not good.
Nobody knows how many members of the ARC there really are.
And it's not the ARC. Understand. And if you've ever paid attention to this podcast, Steve, think about it. Backwoods kind of gave it away. This means something. How many people are in the VIP family? The VIP family is the conglomerate. There's Backwoods. He's part of the family. Marche, part of the family. ARC, family. Soul Touchers, family. The list goes on and on. If I really wanted to, I could call all these people.
I want to be in the family.
You have to be inducted, Steve.
I would like to.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
Right.
But
so it's a hot
time. I'm going to honor the match. I'm going to honor IPW's wishes. Me and Turtle.
It's going to be a hell of a match.
Now, I'm asking Travis does the same. Sit his ass down and let whatever happens, happens. And the crazy part, he's making this the JFW versus Power Hour. And see, that's just when I thought we were putting all the nonsense to bed.
I thought we did too.
Now, here's Travis stirring up the pot again. Now it's the JFW versus Power Hour. Why?
I'm not even going to be there.
No, but I'm saying this is the same bullshit that goes on in indie wrestling. For what? Your fans like your show, our fans like our show. We've got some of the same fans, I'm sure. So why can't they just enjoy what we do? Why does it have to be a separation?
John Howard says, we're better together.
We are, but people don't hear that. People don't hear that.
People don't hear it.
People don't hear it. So
you got ARW and DWA joining forces. I mean, there's it's a kumbaya day and age, man. Hostilities aren't necessary,
dude.
Again, why is JFW being so aggressive? We've branded the pipes of peace.
So long time ago, there used to be a tournament called the I-8. And it was a huge tournament in Chicago. 8 of the top wrestlers would wrestle. No matter what company, 8 of the top wrestlers. And I talked to one of the owners one day and asked, like, what happened? Like, what were some of the issues? And his thing was, each promoter always wanted their guy to go on top. Nobody ever wanted their guy to lose. And it's like, I get it. But again, like I said, maybe it's just me. I'm more appreciative of the fans. And before the Rocket Boys got off again, and before the other ones got on. That's why I've always signed autographs, Steve. I've even given merchandise away and stuff like that. Because I realize without the people that pay to come in and see us, we're nobodies. We're nothing. We're just people we're more or less practicing at that point. If nobody walks in a door, how messed up would that be? Like I said earlier, as the scenario, nobody for the rest of March goes to any shows.
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
Then what?
Hey, Red, Gina just walked by and she said hi.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. See here. We're family on the Power Hour.
We're family on the Power Hour.
But that's what people don't get. So all this division, I mean, that's been one of the biggest issues in Chicago for the longest. Everybody's fighting over fans that have their own mind, that they can go support whatever company they want to go support. So think about it, how pathetic is it now that we're podcasts? And
podcast wars.
Right. Like, really? Like, this is going to be a new AMC series now, podcast wars,
The night Travis T became special enforcer.
It's like, this is crazy, dude. So I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to do what I need to do. Turtle's going to go out. He's going to perform to his best. I'm going to perform to my best. And that's it, dude. I'm not looking at this as podcast wars. I'm not looking at this as any bullshit that he tried to stir up. Again, unfortunately, everything I said, it is true. again, was it? Yeah, it was shots fired at Turtle during a time where me and Turtle didn't see eye to eye.
That's true.
Me and Turtle have seen eye to eye since then. No issues, no qualms, at least up to my knowledge. So, you know, March 26th. And that's the crazy part. Like, I've got to see this dude. Like, really? Like, come on now, dude. Like, really? Like, you're trying to keep this shit going. Hell, I've got to see him fucking Saturday. Like, come on, Travis. Really?
Well, I hope you guys have a lot of fun at SCW on Saturday.
I think I'm on there. I don't know.
I am not on there, but we'll talk about SCW in a bit. I want to roll it back to this past Saturday, Wrestle League Anniversary 11 at the HF Auditorium. There are just some shows that you're glad to be at, that you're glad you had a chance to see, because what Wrestle League did in Homewood this past Saturday was just incredibly special. And the crowd was hot, and the guys gave 1,000%. And it was just such a joy to be there. And I was sick. I've been sick as a dog the last couple of days. I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to do this tonight. I'm feeling better, but I've been under the weather since Saturday, or since Friday. I had very little voice. I had nausea like I've never had, and I was just not in my right mind. But I went there because, you know, I wanted to be there, and I didn't want to let the people down. I wanted to give good commentary for a very special show. It was so easy to do commentary, and I was doing commentary by myself, and then general manager for the evening, Jed Williamson, joined me on commentary, which how Jed Williamson became general manager of Wrestle League for a night was a very strange happenstance for me. Which it's just fun to watch him do my job that I do at Crash Tested. But he did well, and it was good. But it was so easy because the stories were so great. From the 6-pack challenge with Drake Dixon and Muggsy James, JVJ, Capri, Bugs Moran, and the Academico, Alfred Milius. There was a moment where Bugs Moran climbed onto that doorway bleacher. You know where that doorway is, where it goes into the lobby, and the bleachers were on top? He did a moonsault off the bleachers onto those boys, and the place went apeshit. I mean, the boys, the back went crazy. The crowd was nuts. I mean, it was from that moment on, the energy never stopped. And Dixon won the match, but boy, Bugs had the moment of that match. And then Shogun put his Chicagoland Grand Championship on the line against La Estrella. And Bullard was the special guest ring announcer. So from the minute Bullard walked out there, had a big fight feel. And then Logan, big, strong style, Chicago strong style, the poster boy against La Estrella from Dragon Gate. Fast, quick, lucha. Two contrasting styles, but what a banger it was. And although Shogun won the match, boy, it could have gone either way a couple of times. La Estrella just did great work that night. And they were so good after the match was over, such camaraderie. And then one of my favorite newcomers, Kid Lat, taking on Prince Hernandez and Motivation Mike. If Kid Lat loses, he has to get out of the business. If he wins, he gets 5 minutes with Motivation Mike with one hand tied behind his back. Fortunately, Kid Lat wins, and he beat the snot out of one-arm Motivation Mike. And I could watch Motivation Mike get beaten up every day of the week and twice on Sunday, enjoy it every time. He beat him with a water bottle. He beat him with his hands. That guy sat there with his hand behind his back and took an ass whipping.
And Kid Lat is the little.
I'll tell you what, Kid Lat is a very, very small human. But
no, I've seen him before.
He's a fucking firecracker, man.
He has impressed me. I keep saying though, somebody's kid is past their bedtime.
Man, that kid was
the kid can go. The kid can go. I'm highly impressed.
Took an ass whipping, but kept coming back, and he got the job done. Really, really love Kid Lat. Then in match 4, it was Joey Dalton versus Louis the Wrench Morales. I know a man you've had a lot of issues with at Wrestle League and elsewhere for a long time. And, you know, it had the feel of finality. I think we might have seen the Wrench's last match.
As you should.
Dalton wins, but boy, the fans chanting one more match. The fans were on, you could see Louis get emotional, and Louis doesn't get emotional all that much. You know, he was in that moment of not knowing where he was going to go next. And we asked him, was that it? Please tell us that tonight. He's like, my back is messed up, man. I don't know. So nothing official has happened, but boy, if you read the writing on the wall, that we might have seen the grand finale for Lou, and what a match it was. So just everything just was great. The Bros beat Warhorse and become Wrestle League Tag Team Champions. They have fought so hard in so many places to get respect, to become great. And from when I saw them first to what I saw them this past Saturday, they have improved so much. From when they were Blunt Man and Chronic to this moment in time where they were better than Warhorse and they won that match. I mean, the jubilation in their faces is something I will never forget. It was amazing. And then 1,000 horsepower jumped in the ring after they won those titles and challenged them to the next show. And Jed Williamson, instead of calmly waiting and thinking about it, gave them the match. So when next we see Wrestle League, it'll be Bros versus 1,000 horsepower for a title match. Jed dropped the ball.
Jed.
Yeah. Then
Too many hands to the cookie jar.
The championship. Ewok versus Wittek.
Yeah, I heard about this one.
They blame me.
How?
Because the match started, the match didn't start. The referee never get, because I was ringing the bell too. I was multitasking. So I'm the bell ringer too, right? And Ewok comes in on fire and he blows Quinn up when Quinn gets in that ring and covers him. And the referee never called. The referee I think the referee got knocked out and they never called for the bell. So I couldn't ring the bell to declare. Everybody wanted Ewok to win the match. And everybody's looking at me like, why'd you ring the damn bell, man? I got in trouble. It wasn't my fault.
If the ref doesn't signal the start of the match, it's not on you.
Something similar happens later, but I'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, Quinn in what was a banger of a match. I mean, I could watch Quinn and Ewok fight all day long. They're just they're such diverse talents and they're so different from one another. But what a match it was. And in the end, Quinn cheats to win. He gets the victory and keeps his title and left the arena to the chant of "You're a coward." And I feel bad for Ewok. Ewok deserved better than he got on that night. But Quinn is still your champion. And then came what might be the match of the year. The ladder match for the Proven Championship. We had Shaq Jordan versus Jesus Desafio versus Russell All-Time versus Hot Rod. Man, you better come get your boy. Russell almost died 3 times.
And he should have.
He almost died 3 times.
He should have.
Did you see the footage?
I saw the footage. And let me publicly say this shit, because this shit has been on my chest since I saw the footage. You got a long way to go, young man. A long way to go. He could have won the match, Steve.
Yeah.
He had the ladder, knocked everybody down.
Including the ref, including the referee.
But still, the object is to climb the ladder, take the belt down, right?
Right.
Now, when everybody got back up and he hit him a second time, they were down, right?
Yeah.
What did he do?
The Russell Shuffle. The Cabbage Patch.
Instead of putting said ladder on the ground and climbing while your 3 opponents are down, but no, he wants to do a stupid ass dance during the middle of a match. So I don't feel sorry for him at all. I don't feel sorry that he almost died 3 times. I don't.
Well, I'll tell you what, Red.
That shows that you were not mature enough in the moment to realize that this isn't a game. This is real. This is professional wrestling, not dance fever. Do what you are supposed to do. But no, he wanted to dance and he lost. Again, I saw some of the footage. I saw the ace cutter off the ladder, and I believe, if I'm correct, our new champion is the Hot Rod Daddy Andy.
Hot Rod is proven champion.
And well deserved. And not taking anything away from Shaq or Jesus. But yeah, that whole Russell thing kind of just pissed me off. As I look at somebody who, has been backing up, I thought what he said. But it seems to me now he's more about getting a stupid dance over than being prepared for his matches. It showed Saturday. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Red. If he was here, would you be this critical?
You damn right. I'd be worse.
Well, it's a good thing he's our guest next week.
Good.
Next week on this show, Russell Alltime will be here to talk all about the ladder match we're talking about. Red, not happy with him. I think he became a star. But we'll discuss that with Russell next week about Wrestle League and about where he goes.
Are you sure he's going to be here, or is he going to be like his idol and go in the cave?
He might go in a cave. I don't know. Right now, as far as I know, Russell Alltime will be our guest next week. All right, moving on from Wrestle League to Chicago Style Wrestling this Friday night.
You got your hands full.
I got my hands full, but I want to start with, I'm not going to talk about but the chair shots from TJ. TJ can fuck himself, as far as I'm concerned. He's burned a bridge. He thought he was getting picked on and he wasn't getting opportunities before. I gave him his opportunity, couldn't handle it, hurt himself, and then decided to hurt me. So he's dead to me, but that's neither here nor there. Another person decided that they were going to pop off on social media about me and how I conduct my business. So I put together a number 1 contenders match, and I thought the deck was stacked. People say I'm blocking talent. Well, I've got the young people in there. Tupu from the Hate Keepers.
Great. I saw it.
Adam Stallion, one of the most popular young athletes in the CSW stable. And then Cody James, who has deserved title shot for a long, long time and is finally getting it. And then you sprinkle in a couple of the favorites. Marshe Rocket. There's never going to be a day where Marshe doesn't deserve to compete for a title. Same thing goes to Vic Capri. So those 5 fighting for the number 1 contenders, that's good for business, right, Red?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, then we've got the Ring of Destiny holder, Conan Lycan.
Right.
Popping off today saying that, wait, I'm holding the Ring of Destiny situation. That means I'm the number 1 contender. No, Conan Lycan, that's not what that means at all. It means you have the ability to challenge for the title whenever you see fit. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call the general manager and say, I'd like this shot. Or at the end of a show or end of a match, cash it in. However they want to cash in their title shots. But that does not mean that I have to voluntarily put him in a number one contenders match. Am I right or am I not wrong?
Yeah, I personally believe you're right because he's already got a shot. So if per se say you did put him in this match and he won, now really he has two opportunities. So say next month it's the number one contender versus the champion and he loses, he can turn around and say, well, now I'm cashing in.
Yeah. So,
well, really, what I would do was match over, attack said champion, hurt said champion, then cash in. But that's me.
That ain't going to happen. So, to Conan Lycan, never forget who's in charge. If you're good to your GM, you get opportunity. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work. Other than that number one contenders match, we've got a hell of a card. We have got a, what do you call it, Red? A 3-man tag match where it's 3-on-3. It's a trios match. So we've got Team Sexy, which is Jax Johnson and Ryan Matthews, teaming up with their friend Iniesta, taking on Marco Anthony, the Elite, Marco Anthony, the Irish Car Bomb, Sean Mulligan, and Swoggle. Is there any better St. Patrick's Day match than this one?
Nah.
Car Bomb and Swoggle on the same team?
No, I will be on my
device. Come on, man.
I'm saying I'm agreeing with you. I would be on my device and making sure the popcorn is popped when that match starts.
I got half a mind to make that a special attraction match and call it an Irish pub brawl.
That could work.
I could do it. I'm the GM. It's my shit. Anyway, so that's going to be a banger. So who do you think is going to win the number one contender?
You know I want to go for all that.
Of course you do.
You know that.
Man, were the Rocket Boys giving Marche some shit.
They don't like Marche.
That's how good a heel Marche is. That makes his argument for him.
I'm gonna say Marche, but you put at least on paper one hell of a banger that should be. So, but I'm gonna say Marche. I told you I'm never gonna not say Marche unless
he could very easily win that match. I mean, Vic Capri, he's due. He could win that match. Nobody thinks little Adam Stallion is getting out of that match alive. He might upset the balance.
He might, but against those heavy hitters,
I would love Cody James. Cody James, I'd love to see him get a shot at the title. Since he came back from the dark side, he's been a very valuable asset to me. So, I'm going to be on commentary enjoying myself because that match is going to be excellent. What about the Team Sexy and Iniesta versus Car Bomb, Marco, and
I'm pulling for the Irish pub.
There's no universe where those three don't win, right? It's St. Patrick's Day.
Well, so here's what I would love to see, and Mama Red would probably think I've lost my ever-loving mind, but I would love to see Swoggle kick our friend, him. I just want to see him kick him in the woo-hoo and wipe that smile off his face.
Alas, Ryan Matthews, we knew you well.
I just hope, hey, you need to ban all them damn masks. paper bags and plastic bags.
You never know what kind of
bags
you use.
What the hell?
So there, yeah, I agree with you there. It'd be hard to believe that the Irish team doesn't win. In a very strange twist of fate, we've got Mario Pardua and Shelly the Bombshell taking on women's champion Sierra and Joey Jet Avalon.
Ugh. You're not gonna like me.
That is I mean, Shelly is on the road, and Pardua is looking to reestablish his dominance. But then you got the Jet, worst case scenario.
And that's the problem. I think Jet and Sierra are coming to make a statement Friday night that they are still the king and queen of CSW. And I think they're going to prove that point Friday night.
It's hard to bet against Team Avra, as they call themselves. Shelly has been on a tremendous roll. You know, the crowd is going to be behind her 1,000%. And Mario is a really tough competitor, but mathematics just don't add up here. And, you know, I saw what Avalon did in Joliet, and I've never seen anything like it. So he is, might be on my bad side, so to speak, but he is on a whole other level. So that is going to be one entertaining match. And, you know, I can't pick it. I'd like to pick it, but it's hard to pick something like that because it could certainly go either way.
Well, any match can go, you know, in different directions, but I understand. But I believe that Joey and Sierra are coming to show, you know, this is still the place we run.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know.
So. Then we've got the BOZ, your hero, Steve Boz, the superstar, versus JJ Garrett, who took Vic Capri to the wall the previous month. Garrett has come and taken CSW by storm and might be looking for gold at Lucky You.
Just like Marche, I'm always going to pick BOZ. But I could be wrong on this one. And I say that because, as you stated, I know Garrett. Known him since he broke into the business. The kid's on fire right
now.
Fire. And I hope Boz isn't going into this lightly. You know, I really do.
Kind of dropped the ball here, Red, because I thought there would be some CSW graphics happening, and he's just pandering to his own ego right now. Riyadh probably done with dinner and he took a nap, but he deserves a nap. He's the hardest working man in show business. You've got a return match: Heather Reckless versus Sky Blue.
Oh, this is the match that I'm looking forward to.
Did you see Sky Blue taking on Ruby Soho on AEW?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Why didn't you like it?
Because I know Ruby. So I don't like anybody I know. So I'm Team Ruby on that side. But last month, as I sat here, I was disappointed because I wanted Sky Blue to compete. And when she came out and she addressed the crowd that she couldn't compete, I felt like I was glad I wasn't there. Like, I literally probably would have walked up and said, I want my money back because I want to see Sky Blue wrestle. So this month I do. And I think this month, not only, first of all, Sky Blue has gotten 100 times better, but she's coming in with a chip on her shoulder. And I think Sky Blue walks away with the victory.
And, Heather Reckless, former champion, and Sky Blue, former champion, could be the winner of this match, is number one contender to Sierra's title in the coming months. So it's an important match for many reasons, and it should be a banner match Friday night. Another match that a lot of people have talked heavily about, my good friend, my new social media buddy, Conan Lycan, has the opportunity of a lifetime. He is going one-on-one with the legendary Warhorse. Damn.
Yeah. Damn. Conan.
You think Conan's going to beat the Warhorse?
Conan has something to prove.
He sure does.
And
let me ask you this. If Conan does manage to get out of this match with a win, and it's because the Hate Keepers show up and create havoc, does it matter? I think he's got to beat this man one-on-one for it to mean anything.
But that's the thing. I don't think he brings out the Hate Keepers. And I know that sounds crazy. Me being me.
Yeah.
Game mentality.
ARC interfere and everything.
Not everything,
I'm also going to be addressing the ARC in Maryville a little later this month.
You thought?
Jed has given me a little bit of time to address the crash-tested audience. So you will be part of my address, Mr. Red.
I don't know why. Again, I'm a nice guy. Again, here's the thing. Conan has something to prove to you. It's all about you, Steve.
It's all about
nobody else. It's not about the Hate Keepers. It's not about Axel Rico. It's not about Marche, Jazz, Mulligan, the BOZ. It's not. It's about you, Steve.
It's about me.
It's about you. He believes you have taken something away from him. And I think he's going to go out Friday and prove to you, nobody else, why he should have been in that match for number one contender and why he feels like he should be wearing that belt, not Axel Rico.
I see. All right. Well, that's a fair point. We'll see what happens Friday night. And the final match that we've announced thus far is for the championship. We've got Axel Rico, our fighting champion. He is as good as it gets, and he is as good as he's ever been right now. He's taking on Shug. Shane Hollister, the leader of the Hate Keepers, gets the title shot. So don't you think that's a little ironic that I put Tupu in the number one contenders match and I give Shug the title opportunity? Ain't I a stinker?
You are. But here's...
You might say I have a vendetta.
You do. We know you. You're very petty.
Maybe TJ was right.
Maybe you're very petty.
Maybe.
I'm picking Axel. And here's why. For the months he has been champion, you have not given him an easy path. I don't know if that was by design or it was just by the luck of it.
I can answer. He didn't want it. He said, I want the best competition every month. I don't want to be a champion that defends it part-time. I want the best.
No, I get that. But some people would say, okay, well, let's protect our champion.
I respect Axel too much to do that.
And I mean, you've given him
That Fatu match.
Heavy hitter.
That Fatu match was a banger.
It was, and unfortunately it got spoiled. But you've given him top grade A competition, and every month, some way, somehow, the mayor of Puerto Rico, comes out victorious. So I right now, if I had to lay down a bet, they always say bet on black or bet on red. I'm going to bet on Axel Rico, all chips in, because the dude is just he proves what it is to be a fighting champion. And he has gained so much respect in my eyes. So, Axel, I know what Shane can do, and I wouldn't be surprised. You talked about it earlier. I wouldn't be surprised, if it looks like, Axel's getting ready to go for the 1, 2, 3. Shane is out, and here comes the Hate Keepers. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, it would be a shame that would happen again.
I agree. And I have now got the number of the Hate Keepers, and I'm going to do everything I can to make that not happen. This Friday night, Franklin Park or on IWTV, Chicago Style Wrestling presents Lucky You. It's going to be a great show. So many great stars, so much talent. It's going to be worth the watch. I'll be bringing you the commentary live with Stan Payne. Should be a great show. And TJ Steele, keep your distance this month, because if you're as hurt as you say you are, then, maybe I get the best of you this time. Maybe I use a chair. Rion has changed the graphic, so we are going to change the subject to this Saturday at the HF Auditorium, a.k.a. the Knockout Dome. The return of the roller derby, the return of the knockouts, doing to Homewood what only they can do. The hottest ticket in this town in forever. Wrestle League packed the place. It was amazing, but there ain't no party like a knockout party. And the knockouts are coming, and they're going to be amazing as the season continues, with the first match of the year for the Haunters and for the Rumblers. And listen, it's with heavy heart that we talk about this a little bit, because our good friend and colleague Cactus is not here tonight. And I'm not sure when she'll be back, but she'll be back at some point. And we wish her well. We feel like the show is not quite the same without her. And, we love her so much. And this is her subject. This is her topic. These are her people. The knockouts are Cactus Rack. She is a knockout. She is the knockout. And, I'll tell you everything you need to know about it to the best of my ability, but nobody can break down roller derby like Cactus Rack. So we're hyping this show. We're excited about it. But at the same time, it's bittersweet because we're missing her. Red, your thoughts?
Again, our thoughts and prayers and love are extended to Cactus. All I know is if I'm booked, I don't know Saturday. I haven't got confirmation.
We'll talk about.
But if I am not, I will be in Homewood this Saturday.
And then you'll come to the after party with me.
Now you're pushing.
Come on.
Again, I know it seems stupid. It seems cliche. I said it last week, but watching Whip It made me now want to see it live up close. Again, I know nothing about these teams except for the Horrific Hunters are in green and the Retro Rumblers are in red. And That's the only way I'm be able to tell anybody apart.
Well, wouldn't by your very nature, wouldn't you be pulling for the Retro Rumblers and our good friend, the Crimson Vixen?
Look, don't talk about my crush on here. Oh,
like you set me up last month, right? Or last week, bitch.
Again, I want to see them do what they do live and in person. And again, if I can watch a movie, like I said, I watched it as a kid. It came on TV.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it went off. And I didn't even think it was still a thing until you introduced us to Cactus. And now to find out this is a thing, and every month it's a thing, and it's going on, and it's like, and I hate that every month, oh, okay, well, or every other month, they've got a bout, and guess what? I've got a show.
Yeah.
But again, nothing has been confirmed for me this Saturday. So guess what? If I'm not confirmed, I want to see some women hit each other.
Oh, they do more than that. There's some shit that goes down.
I want to see some whips and some
whips.
Jumps. I want to see it all. I ain't up on the lingo, but I want to see it all.
I mean, they're going to be great. I'm not exactly sure who is going to be on the Haunters and who's going to be on the Rumblers. But I know, I hear Like a Boss is going to be back. She's one of our favorites. She was at IPW with the riding crop. She'll be back in attendance.
Oh.
That's all it took, all right? But I mean, whether it's the Crushers, the Rumblers, the Haunters, or the Punishers, they have such great characters and stories that whoever is tussling and bouting, it's going to be amazing. I put the graphic up today of the one that Rion's got up in his screen, and I put a picture of the announce team: Ocho, myself, and Mouthpiece.
I saw that.
Ocho has his nickname Ocho, and Mouthpiece has his nickname Mouthpiece. So I put it out there. Throw me some names, because I've never been able to get a Derby name. When we tried to do it when I first started, we just never got anything to stick. So one of the knockouts, Ms. Renee, gave me a couple of options: Suplex Steve, Stun Her Steve, which I think might be my favorite of all the ones, because I think that's pretty hilarious. Vox Machina, El Diablo, the devil. I like that. That's very good. Diabolico, which I enjoy that because it means I'm up to no good. Comrade Crush, which gives me a Russian flavor, which would play very well with Eurothrash, who will be out there. Eurothrash is like a spy on skates, a jet-setting. Oh, she's something else. The Gist of Legend, which I like the fact that I get to be called a legend. And Double Flagon, which I have no idea what that means, but it sure sounds cool. So I asked for one, she gave me a bunch. And then of all people to reach out to try to give me a nickname, Mr. Riccolo messages me and says, call yourself Steve Skate Key Errant. I think I'm going to go with that just because it came from Mr. Riccolo.
Skate Key. Okay.
Call myself Skate Key. So at least a few people participated in Name Steve for Derby. So I'm going to take all of these under. I mean, I love Riccolo, and the fact that he even participated in this warms my soul. But boy, I am just Comrade Crush and Stun Her Steve. There we are. There's Ocho with the lovely chapeau and Mouthpiece looking debonair with his amazing Picard-esque scalp. So
Stun Her Steve. I like her,
which was that's a very much a Derby name, because there are a lot of Derby
girls. No, I'm warming up to that.
I kind of like that. So there's a lot to think about. I'll have to debut something, because I've been told by many of them that I need to get something, or I need to get out. and I'm not planning on getting out. So there's that. So I've been talking for months, ever since I started, I've been talking about, getting people out to see this, because it's just something that's so unique and special that it deserves to be seen. I was interviewed for a local paper, and they wanted me to talk about why I think this is so good. In this day and age of social media, entertainment, people don't have the attention span they used to. Do you agree?
I agree.
It's all about TikTok and swiping and all of that. So if you're doing something for more than 30 seconds to a minute, people want to swipe over and they're done watching. That's what makes the knockouts so good. Every time around that track is like a new TikTok. It's like a new swipe. So the whole sport caters to those that have a short attention span, because it's constant motion, constant changing. It never stops. And I think that's what makes it so special is, it's not a 10 to 12 minute match. It's 30-minute halves, and they skate around in a circle for 30 minutes, and they have shift changes a little bit like hockey, but it's constant motion. And these athletes they have to be in the finest of condition to do what they do, because it's hard.
Dude. So because I watched the movie, I realized that it's really the track that helps them keep the momentum going.
And that's what's so good about them, because there's no
track. It's just a flat surface.
That surface, not bank track yet.
Wow, look at that. I need to.
That looks like my friend Grumpy Bear getting knocked down again. Poor Grumpy Bear. She is such a splendid human.
See, and that'd be the moment that I would play. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way.
You sure would.
I would.
You would. I know. All right. So this Saturday at the Knockout Dome, HF Auditorium on Chestnut Street in Homewood, come check out the Knockouts. We won't see Cactus there, but we'll be thinking of her, and I will speak of her often. Hopefully we have a great crowd. These gals deserve it. The referees are all contemptible, and it's a conspiracy. And I'm going to get to the bottom of it this Saturday. I'm going to get a name, and I'm going to expose the referees for what they are. So don't miss the Knockouts this Saturday in Homewood, just like that graphic on Rion Square says. Real quick, before we go, let's talk a little bit about SCW. I will not be there this month as I have roller derby, but there are some great matches happening that have been announced at Mayhem. VIP taking on newcomer Johnny Chaos. Now, for those of you that weren't at Steam Hollow, and I have very blurred memories of Steam Hollow, some shit went down, so I've blocked a little bit out of it in my mind, but I sure remember Johnny Chaos and his people loud. Johnny Chaos is over, and Johnny Chaos is good, and VIP is going to get his ass kicked. Right? He's part of that crew with the other lawyer and
I ain't too fond of them either. So
yeah.
So yeah.
So they're not my problem this month. They're Mike Newman, the ring announcer's problem. So there's that. Speaking of the scumbag attorney and the Sheik, in the tag team, titles will be on the line as the Titans of Destruction, VJ Price and El Dorado, take on Punitive Damages. So the lawyer and the Sheik get their title shot against the Titans.
I'm scratching my head on that one.
That's an ass kicking.
It is, but I'm trying to figure out how they even got a tag team title shot.
Well, the guy is a pretty good litigator, so I'm sure it was some law situation. The return of Dysfunction to Shabance this month, as Dysfunction takes on one of your favorite tag teams, Red, the Reunited Elite Marco Anthony and Hunter Payne reunite for the night to take on Dysfunction. And Dysfunctions, they're tough sons of bitches.
Dysfunction.
Come on, you're gonna bet against Hunter Payne, the POW champion?
Have you not seen what dysfunction will do to go to a victory?
Yeah, dysfunction is a truly frightening set of people, so there's no doubt about it. All right, so if you're not going to roller derby, head down to Shabant's. Check out Southland Championship Wrestling. Travis T on commentary. Mike Newman doing the ring announcing. Far better than I'll do it. So good luck to those guys. I'm sure it's going to be a hell of a show. The Mayhem show usually is pretty spectacular. More cards, more matches to be announced as the week goes on, as we play into them. I'm sure Aaron Xavier will be doing something there. And I would imagine the Kang and the Queen will be turning up at some point, right?
We ain't got no confirmations.
Maybe Jazz, Acid Jazz, maybe Chris Ward.
No confirmations.
Maybe Sean Mulligan, the Genesis champion. I'm sure the Genesis title and JPH and James Creed, their war is far from over. So a lot of great matches still to be announced, but that's all we have tonight.
I think they got a casket match.
Oh, that's right, the casket match. I didn't see the graphic for it, but yeah, the cast. That's right. Oh shit. So
yeah, they've been talking.
They picked the 1 month I'm not going to be there to have the goddamn casket match. Thanks, guys. Anyways, yeah. So if you want to see coffins, I mean, you got to go to Shabant's. There's going to be a coffin there.
And bad the beautiful part
when you peel the coffin out.
And the beautiful part was they did a video on them building the coffin. So a lot of hard work and energy. And it's a beauty. Unfortunately, somebody's going to be put in it.
Yeah, I mean, if you've heard of Build-A-Bear, SCW presents Build a Coffin, coming to a retail outlet near you. That's all we have time for tonight with the Power Hour. Thanks to our guests, the Rocket Boys in 2 waves. Thanks to Rion Skills for answering for his crimes and providing great graphics as usual. Thanks to Cactus Rack, who is here in spirit. Thanks to C-Red for being the best partner a guy could have. And next week on this show, it will be Russell All Time, and Red will have some words for us. I, too, will have some words for us. We'll all have some words for us. So until next time, we'll see you on the Power Hour. Keep shuffling. Keep shuffling. Keep shuffling. We'll see you next time, kids. Good night, everybody.
Good night.